Alrighty. Okay, so you guys are on the bottom left-hand corner. So as you look up, you can still see the massive dire boar is still conveniently chained to the entrance.
And it is the evening, right?
It is the evening, yep. And I've just somehow screwed that up as well. Jeez, I'm having not a good night right now. I'm sorry. There we go. It is evening currently, yes. And for some reason I closed out my Twitch chat, so I didn't see who it was that just did the resub, but I'll thank you in just a second.
I think we would probably go a considerable distance away so we can talk to the Shamblers about our plan.
Here we go. Yeah. Alright, where do you want to go? Do you want to kind of head over to where the tree line is on the other side, where you did the ambush and tortured the poor little dude before, or you want to just
maybe more west into the woods, where they can definitely not overhear us.
Okay, so you guys are basically just going to wander off west into the trees. Alrighty, okay. Let's assume that is where you are then.
All right. I guess circle up, guys. Got some plans to make here.
Wait. Gonna key the Shamblers in?
Yeah.
If you choose to... Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, that requires the use of a spell.
Yeah.
Right. I'll be casting Tongues on Physic.
Okay, Tongues on Physic, so Physic is relaying all the information. And remind me again, Tongues, is that 70-minute duration?
That is
80 now.
80 minutes now.
80 now, right? Yeah, because all the players leveled. So if you want to see the character sheets, they should be up. So you can view the character sheets online by clicking on the link.
So I'll say to Physic, I suppose we have to do teach them gestures or something so they understand us tomorrow if we don't want to cast spells.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe something they're more frequented in. I guess bird calls would make sense. Yeah.
You know how to do bird calls?
Well, not perfectly, but if I could.
Of course he does. Eagle.
I'm not about the scream word.
Oh.
Or some kind of verbal sound that they can respond to. Yeah.
I need to upgrade that too. I just noticed.
Should we do a verbal and hand motion component in case they can't hear us but can see us? So combine them together.
Are we sure they're going to be able to see us?
I think it's a little easier for them to hear us if we make them kind of loud. I can also.
But what if we enter the cave and we have to be quiet and they can see us real good in there?
That's a good point. We'll teach both. So we need a signal for an advance, a signal for stop, and a signal for retreat at the very least.
Okay.
Basically just point where we want them to go for the most part, I'd imagine. Hope for the best there.
What bird call's gonna go there?
Alright, well... So, it's pretty safe to assume these creatures, these goat people, are nocturnal, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we're gonna attack at dawn. Hopefully they'll be at their most tired. Anything to throw them off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to lure them out at the cave entrance, kill as many of them as we can. If they don't come out, we go in. If they do come out, we kill what we can and then go in to finish them up, right?
Yeah. Okay. As for goading them out...
Nice. Oh, did you not mean to do that? Yeah, it was good, though.
Yeah. You're actually pretty dang quick there, Josh. Wow, okay.
What are you supposed to mean?
Alright, it's just...
It's fine. Yeah.
That was impressive.
That could be...
That was impressive for...
No, that was not the sun. No,
okay. Yeah.
Okay. To tempt them their rapid expedition from the cave's mouth, Perhaps we should consider a bit of a maybe like an insult tactic. They have that pole up front, and if we let me get close to it, I could do some funny things to it. It's made of wood. I could warp that.
What do you think would scare them, insult them?
Enough to maybe have them drop more logical strategies in air of more trying to kill us fashion, yeah.
You get close to that totem, there is a boar. Probably do something about that too. I mean,
yeah.
Rush could kill it, and sleep it, and then we could just, slit his throat if you want.
Why don't we use it?
Like ride on it into the cave.
Yeah, I mean, that was my first thought, to be honest with you. It sounds pretty fun, I've got to admit. But what if we use it as, like how you summoned the wolf, which I really hope you're going to do. We use this animal. Don't we have a way to do one of you two know how to control it or use it?
I think I could.
Yeah, well, I mean, while we get it on our side.
It might not be a straight shot towards that, but I could at least get him to not be attacking us and give him a little job. Here's a thought. They've got two proud displays in front of their cave right now. This big boar that they've tamed, and this Earthnulian totem. If I destroy their totem and then attach it to their boar and tell them to go ahead and bring it in with them to the cave, that might...
I like that idea.
That might cause some upset.
Oh, yeah.
And then we stay outside, I guess, on top of the rocks from afar, and when they come out, we pepper them with range, knowing that there's a horde behind them. And then the Shamblers, can just chill out on the sides, or...
The trouble of leading an ambush with giants, yeah.
They're seen.
Yeah.
Can't exactly tell them to, hug the wall, right? I mean, that's...
We'd have to do some serious landscaping if we were to try and sneak them up, because in woodlands they're hard to spot. I mean, they blend right in. We might be able to get them up close if we can get some woods up close, which I could do. Bear in mind, if we lead this on, at any point during the fight, I'm going to become useless very quickly. I'll be burning all of my mana in one.
Don't want that.
But we don't want them to see the Shamblers right away, right?
Could the Shamblers just be posted kind of by the cave entrance on either side so you can't immediately see them?
And then we keep right in front of the mouth of the cave so they only see us.
Right.
And we tell them to be very still, not move.
They're pretty good at moving slowly and looking still. They look like trees.
They look like humans. Humanoid.
They look like trees.
Plants.
But there is the side we ambushed from prior, which... If we were to approach from the opposite side and set them up on the flank, they could possibly sweep behind.
Right.
They don't have trouble with difficult terrain, so they'd be up there in no time at all.
I had this interesting thing too. It's this lantern that our enemies. Did you hear my cat?
Mews like a cat at random times.
It's this lantern. That's not a lantern.
Archon lantern, all right,
Love
and
it.
it has this aura that really fucks shit up. Sorry, really bad language.
Miracles.
Sorry, I couldn't think of what to say. This aura of menace. It'll essentially lower their AC and I can't say that. It'll hurt them maybe.
Hurt them maybe.
So where would you put this lantern?
Well, the interesting thing is it can fly, so it could hover above them, and they won't be able to get to it unless they try to use.
Where the hell did you get a
arrow.
flying lantern?
I
Let
don't
me
even know what
else.
she's talking about myself.
That's a level 4 spell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a spell!
Right.
Oh yeah, it's one of the monsters from Summon Monster 4, right?
Yeah, now I
Right.
get where she's going with it.
So when the horde comes out, it would be above, casting its lanterny gaze on everything.
Basically, yes, all of our enemies they're gonna have to fight against this lantern, and if they fail, well, they're gonna be weaker. Good for us and the shamblers.
Yeah, that sounds ideal.
And we have the Shambler, the lightning, right? Physic? We talked about that a while back.
Yeah, I would be letting them up before they even approach, I'm sure.
So we make part of the area planty for them to hide in, and we stand on the opposite side, obvious. Pepper them when they come out after we hopefully get the boar to charge in with the totem that you defame. And we hurt them as much as we can, and if they retreat back in, we chase after them with the Shamblers with us.
It's a lot of spells on your end, Physic.
Yeah,
But
what would
it'll
you...
set the stage.
Why wouldn't the shamblers cut off the entrance of the cave so they can't retreat? Wouldn't that make more sense?
If they
That way
started
we-
to retreat,
Yeah,
that'd be ideal.
that way they can't get away, and we have them flanked from both sides. Yeah.
So if we did stand opposite of the woodland area just across, then they could possibly cut them off if that were the case.
Or they would just get into their own flanking position around our shamblers. The ones inside the cave will attack from behind.
Well, that means at least we draw them out. Yeah. Get them out of their home turf, so to speak.
Yeah, but if they block the entrance, there still might be some, what Marigold was saying, they'd be flanked. The Shamblers would be flanked, because there'd be those outside and those still inside traps. They would attack from both front and back. But everything else, I mean, I like this plan. I think it could work if we lure enough out, right?
Are there going to be any of them by us?
Very likely.
Hopefully.
I
Yeah,
imagine
okay,
they
just
will
for a
close the
while.
distance.
Just want to make sure that's part of the plan. I don't want there to be nothing between a horde of goats and me.
When you say it like that, it doesn't sound anywhere near as menacing.
Okay. So should we teach the Shamblers the plan, rest up for tonight, and then set up tomorrow at dawn?
So just one last check. The plan is to have, not necessarily for me to overgrow the area for the Shamblers to sneak into, but have them sneak into the place that's already there.
And have them close the distance as soon as possible.
Okay. And yeah, I'll let them know. Hey, guys.
Where are you actually wanting the Shamblers to stand or be?
I'm thinking this like little wooded patch back
Okay,
here,
so
right?
you want them to kind of be here and then to move forward.
Yeah, on the signal, which is probably just going to be the horse whistle.
Okay.
Great bird call.
Okay, so on your whatever whistle, they're to flood forward is what you're telling them.
Yep.
And then what?
We would be on this side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so your idea is
Drawing
to get them.
attention.
Okay, so you want to pull them out, and then and is their goal to attack, or is their goal to just block off the entrance, or
To
summon some,
to
or
attack until the next bird call, which would be blocking the entrance if need be.
okay. All right.
No,
So
no,
basically, a couple of signals. The first one they attack. A second signal, retreat back to the entrance with the goal of blocking their
Retreat, should they?
Okay. I mean, and of course, you can always recast it first thing in the morning, to do that if you want, but if you're trying to avoid that, then that makes perfect sense. So, yeah. All right, so you guys just want to rest up for this evening and then position yourselves?
Yes.
All righty.
Yep.
Well, in that case, so you want the Shamblers are going to make their way over to the tree line, right?
We are going to probably wait till the morning because they'd be out
Yeah.
hunting during the night, wouldn't they?
In theory, I'm just not,
Okay.
I'm just trying to get things moved along so that we can get to the action. So,
Yeah, so they would be over there, yes. I mean, eventually. That they would position themselves there.
okay.
In the tree line.
All right, so the Shamblers are all going to head over here into the tree line.
And they got to be like trees.
Right.
Be
And
like a tree.
which, I mean, it's looking at them, it's obvious that they are definitely not trees, but they are plant-like and camouflaged and very gifted at blending in. So unless you were looking specifically for such a thing, no one's going to know that they're there. All right, where are you guys going?
When we set up, I imagine. I mean, this is a raised hill, right?
No, it's just a lot of fallen
It's
rocks.
just a
Now,
lot.
but this rock, like here, is pretty large. I mean, you could hide behind it by just the nose would not be seen there anyway. You humans, it's probably up to your chest. So I mean, Daleth, in theory, you could prop your rifle on the top of it and fire.
That's what I would be doing. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you want to move to that position. All right. Everybody else, where do you want to be?
I'm going to have to approach the boar.
Yeah, I'm gonna be next here. Would this be an easy? Yeah. Okay. How passable are the rocks here? For example, like if they wanted to go through them like that, how tough would that be for them?
Not difficult. I mean, the rocks
Okay.
there are maybe only they're fairly large, but they're only probably a couple of feet off the a couple of feet raised up. So a quick hop and a jump, and they could be over those.
Cool. Okay, perfect. Yep. So
As could
just yeah, that's all I needed to know. So I'll be there as well with my longbow trained towards the cave entrance with Daleth.
All right. What about our gnomish fellows?
Rush, if you wouldn't mind accompanying me on this, if things go wrong, put the boar to sleep.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
So are there no shamblers near our side now?
All your Shamblers, if you look to your right, are in the
Yeah.
trees.
I'm more asking the team here.
Yeah, the Shamblers would all be hiding. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're in. They're only just inside the tree line. I mean, knowing that they're there, you guys can pretty much kind of make them out. But but they're not visible to the naked eye.
Physic, good luck.
Thanks. Keep me covered.
Alrighty. Okay. So all right, Physic.
I'm going to try, because I have Dominate Animal, but that would be a waste of a spot for a combat spell. So instead, I'm going to be trying to charm the animal.
Sorry. All right. So
Alright,
you
I'm
want to
gonna
try
ready,
charm animal?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna ready Deep Slumber right behind him just in case it doesn't work.
Okay. Pop up charm animal for me.
There you go.
Alrighty. So the saving throw difficulty, is that correct? 14? I guess it would be.
Yep.
Alrighty. And I believe that is a willpower saving throw. Alright. Willpower for dire creatures
boar.
is pretty tough. Alright, so you are going to approach. Show me where you're approaching. And what
just
range?
gonna-
You've got to be within 45 feet of it.
That's hard to tell, so I'd probably be about here by the time I start
So,
casting
you're
it.
like, Alright, so okay, again, these rocks here directly in front of you, they're not huge, but for a gnome that crouches low, you can pretty much hide behind those. Okay, as you start getting closer, you see the boar begin to become restless, like it's sensing something, but it hasn't seen or it doesn't know exactly where it is that's whatever's around it. But it feels sort of uneasy. Alrighty,
Yeah, I'm gonna
you
go
casting
ahead
the
and cast
spell?
it. Yep. Cast it right then and there.
Alrighty, okay, so we're rolling for a Direbor's willpower, which is a willpower save. Direbor's willpower save is +8. So
Wow.
let's see if the dice are with you tonight. 14 on the money! Oh dear, okay.
Yeah.
So the Direbor will not be susceptible to that. So do you want to back it up with your spell, Rush?
Yes.
Alright, what are you casting?
Deep slumber.
Alright, do you have it macroed?
No, but I can pop it up for you.
Okay, that's all it needs. I just wanted it in chat. Yeah, that's all I need is I need it just to pop it up like there so people can see it. Alright, hang on. Let me pull.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
What did you roll, Satch? I didn't see.
It was
I
a
don't
14
roll.
right on. It rolled exactly what it needed to succeed, unfortunately.
Damn.
Alright, okay, so Deep Slumber, basically...
It has to roll an 18. I remember.
That's what I was just looking for. So yes, it's a willpower, and it is an 18. So it's much harder to for it to resist this one. So let's go ahead and try that. Okay, so it's about a 50-50 on this one. All right, so if you hit it with a Deep Slumber does 10 hit dice. It works exactly the same as a sleep spell, which will basically put it out and cold for 8 minutes. Here we go. Come on, dice, be nice to the players. Sorry, no. Okay. None of your efforts seem to affect the Direbor, as it seems to be ever more vigilant and alert. You see it kind of shake its head. Like, in some
behind
way
the rock.
it's almost affected, but it just shrugs it off like, plah. Right, with that, you notice it is now sort of becoming, again, a little bit more vigilant as it's turned and seems to be kind of looking more in your direction, but still unable to see you at this point.
It's still awake and against us, right?
How is that?
Physic? You
I'm still hiding behind the rocks, completely silent.
All right.
you see me just like clearing over the
Let me
rock.
not move the entire cave. That was a bit not what I wanted
What's
to
he
do.
doing? Did he do it?
I don't know, he's like hand gesturing like
Yeah, he always does that. I don't know if it's good.
well, clearly it's not gonna stop it.
Oh, I think he's saying it's bad.
Okay, so basically you see the boar kind of like start moving forward in your direction. It doesn't get very far though before the chain and the huge iron collar around its neck go as it starts to jar and rock against the neck brace that's holding it back.
You're gonna see me hold up my rifle like, shoot it?
How do we get them out
I mean, it'll be
now?
loud, they'll hear it.
It's true. Well, the ball could be loud.
Well, what about the totem? Can you get to the totem without it killing you?
What
What?
for?
Vincent, use your words. It's a direboard. It's not gonna...
Shoot it.
Ah. I'm gonna aim my rifle and pop a shot off.
You are? Okay.
God, that's gonna go
All right,
so
give me just a
Oh
second.
man.
Oh.
Alrighty.
When he shoots, I'm going to charge back to the line because,
So when you hear
Yeah.
the gunshot go off, you're going to use that as like a
yeah.
moment to charge. All right, so yep. The shot ricochets out. Bam! All right, well, Mister,
Nice.
Okay.
that's a little bit more in your favor tonight.
Wow. Nice.
Natural 20!
All right, Shaggy. with the first.
It's
It's not a 20.
I have improved critical.
Let's see.
So it's...
Oh no, it's not a 20, is it?
Oh.
It's not a 20. It's just a crit because of your incredible extended crit range.
Nice.
Fortunately, it is a hell of a crit. So that's 40 points of damage. Wow. Holy moly. All right, the bullet flies through the air, hits the thing square on the cranium. You see the bullet kind of bend and ricochet up off of it as a dark red patch begins to seep out of the side of the fur. The huge boar kind of like drops down to one of its legs, like caves down as it drops and slumps, and then sluggishly tries to regain its balance as it sort of like pushes itself back up. And clearly, by the way it's kind of rocking, it is dazed at this point. Physics, seizing the opportunity, flees across the open ground and dives back in amongst the rocks.
That will definitely come out. At least one.
Should I shoot at it too?
The arrows, kill it.
Yeah.
Finish it off. Daleth, reload.
All right.
So Daleth begins to reload, and
I'm gonna take 2 shots at it with my longbow from where I am.
okay, let him go.
All right. And I think we actually have it fixed this time, so we should be
I
good.
hope so.
We should be. We should be. Full attack. Yes, come on, baby. Oh, it worked.
All right,
But it worked.
Okay, the first arrow glances against the creature's side.
I don't know how to use a longbow.
Breaking down its rib cage, doing an additional 4 points of damage.
Oh, sweet.
The thing is still standing, however. Alrighty.
I'll attack with my heavy crossbow.
Alright. Poise the crossbow on the rock. Ka-ching! Let's have a roll.
I can.
You can do it.
Twice.
You can do it!
It's a crossbow. It's only once.
So you can only make a single attack with the crossbow, yeah, because the reload time does D10 if it hits.
Oh.
Which it does.
Nice.
Barely, but it is a hit.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice shot. Okay, the
Did I get
crossbow,
Oh, look at that!
Skyrim style. As she fires the crossbow, Skyrim style, it cuts. So you know you've killed it. As it goes slowly through the air, hits the creature straight in the left eye. It collapses and slumps to the ground almost instantly. Yes, indeed. You guys have taken the giant boar out already. The power of ranged combat. Good job, guys.
I might keep reloading.
Okay.
Good job.
I'll reload too and look around. Well, where are they?
That was a good
What do I
start.
do?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, what do you do?
They see the dead boar, they might get upset too, right, Physic?
Maybe. I don't know the plan, but
Can you do totem work, or do you need to get close to it?
I have to touch it.
Well, go
Got your
on my
back.
right and go that way. So if they come out and look, well, I'll stand up and Josh will stand up and we'll make a record.
Just charge with the Chamblers if that happens, yeah.
Yeah, the shit, right.
So I'm gonna do as Dallas says.
All right. Well, as you guys are doing that, let's see. What is the distance here? Go ahead and measure that. Yeah. Okay. Gnomes, you guys can see, inside the shadow of the cave, there is definitely something moving. Back there. As you remember, as you kind of went into the cave, there's like a little alcove, like a little corner, and you can see several shapes, humanoid shapes, have moved to the edge of that point and are looking out from the opening of the cave. Of course, it's pitch black in there where they are, but bright, pretty light where you guys are. But you can see them nonetheless. Our humans, of course, are oblivious to that fact.
Daleth,
Yeah.
they're at the door.
Okay.
Let's
Marigold, Josh, everyone, us humans, stand up and say, "We got it! We got the boar! We got the bastard!" And that's what I'm gonna do as I finish reloading. I'm just gonna stand up, kind of like put my foot on the rock that's be like,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh!
I'm
the
gonna
one
cast
that
mage
did
armor
it.
on myself.
Yeah, we got the ball.
All right, so you cast mage armor on yourself.
I'm gonna find some rocks to hide in after that.
All right. As soon as you do that, you suddenly hear clap, 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 clap as Cloppy feet make its way across stone.
Oh, here we go.
Cloppity.
Cloppy, son of Cloppy. You're dead, so you can fall down dead there. All right. Okay, yep. So you can see 3 of those smaller ones, and one considerably larger one with a small buckler and a huge big axe, rippling in muscles. As I said, he has the 2 big, long, pointed horns coming off the top of his head. And did I actually capture? Let me see if I captured one of these. I think I may have done. For you guys to see. I apologize if I don't get the right monster up. Nope.
Just imagine the coconut sound from
Yes,
Monty Python.
from Monty Python.
Apparently I didn't put them up there, so I'll fix that if I have to later. But in any case, yes. So the other 3 are smaller, like the ones that you tortured. Still decent-sized humanoids, but they have more like small, kind of newly growing horns. 2 of them are clutching spears. One of them is holding his spear in 2 hands. The other one has a spear and a small shield. The one at the back has what looks like a rough, rudimentary sword and a buckler. As they've all kind of emerged, they stop and look at the dead boar on the ground. Then, feverishly, their eyes start looking around, and then their eyes kind of begin to slowly raise up. Their brows drop, their faces grimace as they stare at those that they can see across the opening by the huge rock. With that, the big, muscular, beastie creature takes his axe, he's like, smashes it on the shield, and the other 3 begin to charge forward. He is basically directly behind them, but he's letting them go first.
Well, the second they emerge, I would shoot again, but yeah.
Okay, yep, no, that's fine.
Okay.
So I think it is time we roll some initiatives. Let's get them down.
All right.
Oh, baby.
What happened
Everyone,
to
good
my-
luck. That was almost an 18. It was an 8.
Oh.
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 Those are some sad initiatives.
Oh.
Oh
The
my god.
worst initiative rolls in history.
Oh, no.
Wow.
All right, okay.
Okay.
The
This is
best
how we
of
lost to the
you
orcs.
is Marigold. All right, so Marigold, you've got a 12. Snugs, so Jash has a 10. We've got Rush with a 9. Physic with an 8. Daleth on a 6.
Yay!
Alrighty, and
I'm like Ratavan all over again.
we roll initiative for these guys. All right.
Oh, no.
Here we go. And yeah. Alright. Okay, so you poise ready. If you've got a ranged weapon, you will get to fire because they've got to cover the ground. If you already have your arrow or your rifle poised, you get to loose those first. So you can, if you have a rifle and you want to shoot it, you can shoot it now. If you want to let loose one arrow from your longbow, you can right now, or from the crossbow, if you have that up and ready.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'd fire one arrow.
Okay.
There.
Me too.
All right,
No.
Daleth. Okay, yeah, you're going to plug the first one as he comes running forward with your rifle.
Okay, mine's coming up here.
Concentrated. Fire.
Yuck.
Ooh.
Well, now, yeah, so when you'll see the one, like, as the rifle hits the one up lead, you'll see him kind of like, his shoulder wince as the rifle bullet kind of skims across and ricochets up off of his right shoulder. So you'll know which one he hit. All right, so Jash, you fired at the same one?
I did.
All right, okay. Yep, the arrow lands of just about half a foot short in front of him and ricochets and bounces. Marigold's crossbow bolt will find its mark.
Yay!
Nice. Oh.
Yay!
All right, but it is little more than a glancing blow. Okay. They are charging forward. They'll be coming around the side here. Here. Now, initially, they are not really aware. If obviously Rush is, Fizzik is over here by these rocks, and that rock is easy enough to secure him, so they haven't seen him. This rock in front of you, Jash, were you kind of like, not Jash, Rush, were you trying to hide behind that, or were you just standing there waiting for him?
No, I wasn't standing out in the middle of everywhere.
All right, so initially they probably won't see you either. Again, they don't know you there. Their eyes are all on the three humans. So this one probably is going to be coming round to the side here. This one is going to basically leap up on the top of the rock. Okay, so you see these guys charge around. They do not have enough movement left to actually make their attacks. But they have used a dash to cover the distance completely. Once this one rears around that corner, out of his peripheral, he probably will see Rush crouched down on the ground, but is unaware of that at the moment as he kind of flees past you. All right, Marigold, you're up. Obviously, you just fired your crossbow.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
One's right up on me, right? On my rock.
Well, the big dude is just... You hear, you see him come running, and then he takes off about probably 7 or 8 feet in front of the rock, and lands on it with his clippy cloppy goat feet.
All right, I'm gonna drop my heavy crossbow.
Okay.
Have my sword out,
So you
and
drop the crossbow, pull out your sword.
and do one attack then
Alrighty.
towards him.
Well, it's the same turn, and you fired the crossbow.
Oh, so maybe
so
that.
if you, so you probably can't make an actual attack because you've already used your attack action.
All right, I'm gonna get a defensive position.
Okay. Josh.
Yeah, it's, same rule I guess would apply for me. So same thing. Drop the crossbow or the longbow, pull up my flail, and brace for this guy coming at me.
Alrighty. Okay. Rush, you have not acted. So you still have your movement and your action at your disposal.
So is this one right here to the side of me that I'm facing here? As he runs by me, am I able to try to trip him?
I would say you could totally try to do that.
That is kind of my goal, I think,
Nice.
since he didn't see me there until he got...
Yeah, I would think that tripping him would not be something you could not do.
So what would I roll for that?
Alright, let's see if there's anything I can give you in regards to pluses. Let's see. Where am I looking? Hang on. Right. I think you're gonna just be, I don't think it's gonna make any difference. Alright, so yeah, you're just gonna do, basically, you're making a unarmed melee touch attack. Alright, if you don't have improved trip, that will potentially provoke an attack of opportunity, so he can attempt to swipe at you as you do so.
Alright.
So you're going to be making a melee touch attack. If you succeed, you're doing a opposed strength.
It's a melee touch attack, so I would do...
Basically...
That's going to be my...
Your basic
My
attack
base
bonus
attack.
plus your strength bonus.
Which I don't have, but I don't have a negative anymore. My size modifier too?
You will get +1 size modifier. Yes.
So it's basically just going to be like a melee attack then.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
The bad news
+5?
is that size hurts you when it actually comes to resolving
Yeah.
the trip. So, so yeah, whatever your basic attack modifier is, +1 then.
So
You can do it, Spook.
Just stick your foot out.
Come on. Come on, come on.
Floor satyrs are easy to punch.
All right, well, the
Yes.
good news is, yes,
Ooh.
you stick your foot out.
Nice.
Now the question is, so you are making a opposed strength check. So you're going to be using strength, but you get -4 because of the size difference. And he is going to be using dex or strength, whichever is higher, to oppose that. So you're going to be making the strength check -4. And then he rolls, and basically, if you're higher than him, he falls. If he's higher than you, that he doesn't trip, and you probably get about.
Okay.
He gets a boost.
He gets a boost.
That's interesting. So it's still a 1 regardless, because you can't roll less than 1.
If he rolls a natural one, then maybe.
It's
One
a
is-
strength check.
one in
Even if
20
he rolls a 1, he wins. I don't think you can't lose, right? I mean,
Right. And we put your penalty in there. So,
Ooh.
Aww.
sadly enough, you were so close to actually making that work.
Aww.
So yeah, he stumbles a little bit, but steps over. As he does so, his left arm is holding the shield, but that's closest to you. So he's just kind of lash out with the shield to try to belch you with it. And that is a plus. Considered improvised. So you get a scuff off the top of the head with the shield, and you take 3 points of damage for your efforts, but it was a good idea. All right, Physic, you also have not done anything.
I'm gonna drop Summon Nature's Ally. At that level.
Oh.
All right, let's see. What are you doing?
So Summon Nature's Ally 2.
What are you summoning?
That doesn't say 2. It's should be my 4th level spell.
Oh, it's your 4.
Yeah. So, basically, I'm summoning dire boar, which means or dire wolves rather. Dire boar is the thing we killed. I want wolves. And I would like 1d3 of them.
All right, give me a second.
I think. That's how it works.
It
No,
is.
wait. You're doing the 4th level one, right?
You're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's just 1. If you did it
If you do the 4th
earlier
level,
level,
you don't get D3. It depends on the number of hit dice.
if you did the 3rd level one, you can get 1d3.
Oh. Well, then I'll
Yeah,
do.
down the
But
chain.
you're picking creatures off of the. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have because I'm using my highest level one. Is what I'm
Alright,
saying.
so what do you want to summon?
Dire wolves.
All right.
So I should be able to get, because they're from the previous list. So, because with my level 3 spell, I
you're
could get
right.
1. So then I get
That's really right.
okay. Slash roll 1d3 and roll a 1 anyway. Here it comes.
A D3 won't actually roll. Yeah, it's a 1. Where do you want it?
I'll put it basically in between me and the satyr, but I'd like it to be up on this one here if I can.
All right, so you're summoning
so.
it right here.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Go for the back.
Well, that's
All
unfortunate.
right, give me an initiative roll for it.
Okay.
It gets to act immediately. So it gets an attack, but then I want to know where it's going to go in the initiative.
I need to look up my stats again. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
That was really sad. There it is. So his initiative is +2.
As long as it rolls better than all of us.
Nope.
Alright, so it's actually
Nope. There with me.
right up there
He's
with...
right there with me.
Why did you say that, Shay?
I'm sorry, I jinxed it.
Because he's an
Yeah.
ass. Alright, Alright, but the Diabor does get to make an immediate attack. It's a dire wolf, sorry. And theirs is like, I think it's like plus 11 to hit with a bite.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. D8
Pretty good.
plus 10 damage, I think. They're pretty hefty.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that. Oh, plus 11. Dire bite, please.
Alright, that is a successful hit.
Woo!
Nice.
Then is base attack.
How these rolls so far.
1d8 plus 10, yep. 1d8 plus 10. Please do something, buddy.
15, nice. Okay, so the Diabor basically materializes out of nowhere and immediately leaps up, and its claws and teeth grate down this guy's back as he's poised with his spear. You just suddenly see him go, ah, and that ream back, his shoulders arch, the shield kind of pops up, and you see this massive creature suddenly looming over him from behind. We have Daleth up. What's Daleth doing?
Daleth is disengaging,
Okay.
and he's gonna fall back this way
All right.
because he has a ranged weapon that's not loaded and doesn't want to get attacked by 2, possibly 3 things.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm going
Makes
to
a
move
little
you
bit of
up
sense.
a fraction to here just to make you more visible to chat.
Okay.
All right. Okie dokie. It is their turn. Seeing all of this fun stuff go on, they're really still unaware that Physic is over here because all they know is suddenly a huge Diabor ambushed them from outside the rocks.
Wolf.
Or dire wolf.
Let it go. Let it go.
We keep doing
Just
that.
whatever.
Been too
So
many
much more fun to
Diabors.
say dire.
There.
Alright, so this one, he's going to spin around and attack the Diabor. This one is going to charge forward. This one is already up here. This one... okay, so following logic, this one has already been attacked by Rush. He already took a swipe at him, so now he's regained his feet. He lunges towards Rush with his spear poised. The tip of the spear will strike its mark, scratching Rush on the right, all the way down the right arm, leaving a nasty bruise for 10 points. Not nice. Alrighty, the one stabbing at the Diabor. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to cheat and use the dice roller because it'll make my life easier. Alright, Diabor. Have at thee.
That'll hit.
Ouch.
Alrighty. Stabs the Diabor for 8 points of damage. Marigold, you have one at your side. Doesn't get a flank bonus. He lunges at you with a spear, but you're able to brush it aside quickly and efficiently with your shield. The larger one that is up on the rock, he basically swipes down at you, taking a huge, big descending arc. We'll hit an AC of 19. What is your current AC?
Yes, it'll hit. My
It will?
AC is,
Okay.
7.
Alrighty, and he will hit for... Oh, let's make sure we use the right dice. Alright, his axe bites down hard for 14 points of damage. Okay, Marigold, you get to react. What do you want to do?
Before I attack, I yell whatever the bird call is for them to cut for the Shamblers to help us.
So you're gonna let
Eagle!
out. So you let out the bird call.
Yeah.
And as soon as you do so, you begin to see the trees shake as the Shamblers emerge. And I'll move them up their full movement here in a second. Alright, so you do that as a free action, and then what do you want to do? You got one to your right and one looming over you with a big axe.
Mary, what are you doing? Oh. Say it isn't so.
We're going to start that off with a fumble, are we?
Oh God.
That's not good.
Why is this happening?
Oh, you know how it is, because it's...
Because it counts.
All right, you must recover your position and lose your next attack this round. Move down one
Sorry,
initiative.
I was on mute.
You missed anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But you're going to drop down below Jash on the next round. Jash!
I am going to rear my flail back and attack the one that's right in front of me here.
Okay, the one that just took a stab at Rush.
Yep.
Okay.
Full attack, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Not bad.
Solid blow for 11. Okay. On the next point of order, then we have Rush. Okay. Now you're only kind of crouching down, so you don't have to actually use an action to get up, or you have to because you can just stand up. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Blech. Sorry, my BA and stuff changed.
Yeah. It should automatically take into account that if you've got it macro, but if you don't, then...
I don't. That's the problem.
I see.
Okay, so my range touch attack was +7 before, but both my BA went up and my strength modifier went up.
Strength won't affect a range touch attack, so it's only going to be your BA.
So it'll only go up by 1?
Yeah. 1 higher than normal, than what it was.
Okay.
But that is enough to hit
Nice.
that target once and twice. All right,
Nice.
yes, your 2 scorching
Nice.
rays
Nice.
blast into the creature. Give him some damage.
Oh my god, where...
8d6, right? For both?
yeah,
Yeah, 40.
it's been so long since we played, I don't remember my stuff. Okay.
Right. Hey, it's amazing how you like a week and a half, and it seems like forever, right? For a total of
Oh god.
that wasn't particular. That's really mediocre. Like none of those dice did great. All right. Fortunately, it's enough. Okay, so yeah, the 2 rays blast out of Rush's hands, strike. Whoa. Apparently, one of them was rogue there for a second. Striking the guy, he goes flying backwards over the. Because you can see the top of the dead tree that's laying on the ground. He trips over that, falls backwards, collapses on the floor. You see his shoulder twitch momentarily, and then he slumps to the ground, dead. Okay, he is out of commission. 1 down. All right, Dire Boar, you are Dire Bear, Boar, Bear, Wolf, Dire Turkey.
That's
The
him.
freaking dire wolf. This is a
Goes
very
in
dire
for another
situation.
fight.
I approve of the dire turkey. Just so
Dire
you know.
Turkey sounds like a horrible fight.
Okay, yeah, the
seems to
dire,
be
your
huge.
dire wolf. Make an attack for your wolf.
Yeah. There it
That
goes.
is that is a resounding hit for the creature.
Okay, I'm gonna roll damage, and he's going to attempt a trip because that's a thing he can do.
Actually, I believe they do have that ability, don't they?
Yeah. So here's the damage roll. It's 1d8 plus 10.
They get a
correct?
plus 11 on the check modifier for the trip, so it's d20 plus 11.
So here's the damage first, just making sure it's right because that seems terribly high, but yeah, it's a pretty good bite. And then
Okay, so no, they're big dudes. Okay,
Big dudes.
So yeah, he sinks his teeth in, gripping hold. You literally see the direwolf chomp its fangs down on this guy's forearm as he screams in agony, and then throws his head to the side. So now he makes a d20 plus 11. Does not get a provoking attack of opportunity.
Is the other guys out of the way?
And the resistance to that is terrible. Okay, so basically the little beastman dude gets flung by the direwolf over to the side. He smashes into the rocks. By the time he hits the ground, you see his arm, like, it's clearly broken, because you can kind of notice the huge big disparity in the fact that right here on his arm, it actually bends directly down here, and his wrist and arm or forearm are kind of hanging limply, where this huge wolf pretty much ripped his arm clean off, and by the time he threw him, the jerking, ripping motion almost tore it clean off. He's crashed down to the ground. He's clearly dead before he ever hit the ground.
Okay.
So yeah, direwolf still has a move action if you want to move it up or do anything with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him right up in the fray here. Basically between the two goatmen.
All right, so you're bringing him to here.
Kind of on the bottom end of the rocks. Yep. To
All
try
right,
and maybe get some
okay.
attention.
Physic. Seeing your dire boar wolf. I can't do it, can I? I just can't.
None of us can. It's so weird.
I don't know why. You know why? Because we've had so much dire boredness.
Yeah.
Dire
Just
wolf,
call him a pupper.
wolf.
Just call him a big old puppo.
The dire
He's,
thing. Okay, yeah. So the dire wolf. You see him tearing the guy limb from limb. What do you want to do?
I heard the earlier whistle, and I'm going to turn to the shamblers, hold up my hands, and go, which is the retreat sound.
Okay, well, basically, of course, they were charging this more or less that entire round. I said I'd move them up. I forgot
Oh,
to.
dang.
So they'll get to here,
Oh, okay, then never mind.
And then they're like,
and then you like you pop up and like no, and they're like.
yeah,
they turn around
and then
and-
I'd basically walk with them back to the woods at this point, because that's not the time they're supposed to do that.
I can just imagine if there's any goat people in the cave entrance going like, "What? Oh,
What just happened? All right, okay, so you were gonna
Marigold got
escort them.
hit and freaked out. I'm
All
sorry,
right,
guys.
Dallas. Okay, so you're over here by the these rocks. The one that was kind of just in front of you just got blasted and falls over, and he's clearly dead. So there's one raised up that is swiping down at Marigold, and then there's one to the side of Marigold as well that just suddenly can feel the hot, steamy breath of a dire wolf down his spine.
So, not wanting to drop my rifle, which is empty at the moment, I'm going to stow it and draw my longbow.
I mean,
and
you could lay it on those rocks right there just as easily as
without
you could
dropping.
Yeah, you could lay it. That would be fine.
So I do that to get A shots because drawing is a move action, so I don't get a full action.
Okay, so you get out your two throwing axes and you want to hurl one?
No, my longbow.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm gonna shoot the guy on the top of the rock. Is it shooting into melee or?
I'm gonna say no because he is high enough above them that would not apply.
Okay, so one shot with an arrow.
Yeah. Pew! All right. Yep, the arrow flies through the air and glances off his right arm, the one holding the axe. It is their turn. Okay, seeing this and aware of what's going on, this one is going to turn and clearly defend himself against the beast that's just appeared. This one, realizing the situation, is making a retreat action. Disengage. He jumps down off the rock, kind of steps off backwards, spinning as he does so to get down on the ground, and is then going to charge towards...
oh, you bastard.
Ah,
Now I gotta rethink what I was gonna
the
do.
cave entrance. As he does so, you kind of see him like, and lets out that huge, loud, kind of bullish howl sound, echoing towards the cave, like he's hollering a warning to whatever may be inside the cave entrance. All right, but that is all there. So we got this one. He is taking a stab at the dire wolf, and he misses his mark.
That's a bad miss, yeah.
All right, Jash, you are up first this round.
Well, seeing that guy bolt, there's no way I can catch him at this point, so I'm going to...
you guys have actually got a huge boulder that you'd have to circumnavigate. So.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to grab him, so... how far is he away from me? Too far. Am I able to move 5 feet and still be able to hit him? Or do I need to move a little closer?
What is the range on your flail? 5 or 10 feet? Does it
Uh,
have a range? Is there any range advantage to a flail? For a heavy flail? I can't remember.
that I don't know. I don't think so.
If it gives you a 10-foot range, like long spears and stuff like that, give you extra range. So, but I'm not sure if a flail counts.
I'm looking it up here.
I'm guessing probably not, but it may. So it's worth looking at. That cleric's on fire.
I don't see where it would
It's coming up for
be.
range.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, okay,
so probably
then-
just
then
fine.
it's-
Okay,
yeah,
so
then-
then I'll move. Yep, that's fine.
So you'll
I'll
have to
move
run
close
you'll
enough
have
to hit
run
him.
around to get to him, but you still get to make an attack.
Yep. And I'd run around to flank him, so I'd come
Alright.
to here.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Whoop,
I just jumped.
That's
you.
okay.
you go.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Sorry.
There we go. All right. Okay.
I'm just trying
all
to
right.
make sure. I'm trying to
You
make
go-
sure
I-
you stay on the map.
Okay, but I am technically flanked. Yeah, because that's. I don't
Yeah,
look
yeah.
behind
You
me.
are. You definitely have a flanking
Okay.
bonus because of Mary.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Yeah. Mary will give you a flank.
There we go.
Okay, solid hit for
Okay.
5. Alrighty. Now it's Marigold.
Yeah, I am going to attack the one that Josh is
I
currently
think you have
attacking.
2 melee attacks now at your level.
I do.
The second
Very
one is not
exciting.
awesome, but it is there nonetheless.
Memories of being Radavan with it. Missing all the time with the second attack.
Whoa, but you didn't miss
Alright.
either time.
Alright. Sweet.
Let's see. So that is another 13. All right. Okay, Marigold goes to work, thrusting with the tip of her long sword, using it more like a dueling dueling foe than anything else. The first
I'm suddenly
blow
in all white.
opens up a huge big gash along his left rib cage. You kind of see him turn his cheek and glance over to see what it was that just lunged at him. As he does so, the
Mistake.
second stab
Thunder.
goes straight through one cheek, out the other. As she pulls the sword back, he just like goes and collapses forward, dead on the ground in front of Jash and the direwolf. All right, Rush. So you will have seen this guy leap like high above you over onto the ground and start running across the opening towards the cave entrance.
Alright,
What
so
does
I
Rush
would
wanna
have spun
do?
around and done acid arrow.
Okay.
Nice.
That will hit. All right. The acid arrow strikes him in the back. Will do 6 points of damage. Nice. Okay. And I think he takes that automatically for the next 3 rounds.
Just 2. Just this one and the next one, because it's every 3 levels.
So it's 1 at 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. So it's this one plus 2. That's right. So yeah, you've
Okay.
got 2 more of those that he's going to take regardless. And you don't have to be able to see him for that. He's going to take that damage anyway. Okay. Dire Wolf.
If he can close this, he's oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dire
yeah.
Wolf has quite an exceptional movement.
He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him.
So I mean, he can. Yeah, the dire wolf. If that's what your intent is, the
is
dire
the
wolf
intent.
will very easily cover that ground and still get to make its attack.
Yeah, give him some business here.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. That's a solid
Getting
hit.
math.
And then I'm again attempting a trip here because that would be amazing right now. Here's the damage for that one.
All right. So you get
And,
12 damage.
Here's the trip attempt. Not the greatest, but okay.
Not bad.
And let's see his trips. All right, and he's down.
Yes!
Okay, the dire wolf brings him down. Yeah, the dire wolf, the full weight of the dire wolf hits his back hip. You see his right leg kind of fly up in the air as he goes crashing to the ground. Physic.
Seeing that he's down and not sure as to when that's going to mean they're charging us, I'm going to turn and look at the ranks here
Okay.
and find the... Where's the friendliest of our green friends? The one who helped us out the most.
It's the one that's actually got the green shoulder pads, the one directly in
He's right
front of
behind
you,
me?
ironically.
Alright, perfect. I'm going to snap some lightning at him.
Oh! So you're going to give him a lightning blast.
Yeah.
Which I know for people watching that may not understand, that's kind of a weird thing to do. However,
Let you keep your friends.
these dudes kind of get a little hyped up when they are struck by lightning. So actually what it'll do is it'll temporarily give him 1d4 points of constitution. And he loses 1 an hour. So go ahead and roll a d4 for me. Make it count.
Yeah!
4! Okay, so
There you go.
you just gave him an extra 16 hit points, basically.
That's amazing.
So you just hit point
I'm
buffed.
so good.
You just hit point buffed the one. So yeah, you're like, you blast him with lightning.
What did he say?
Let's see.
What did he say? Does it?
Did he jiggle a little bit? You know.
Whoa!
Yeah, this will work. And yeah, as the lightning strikes him, you kind of see his plant-like muscles kind of like contort. Kind of like a bodybuilder that's trying to take that maximum pose. The veins pop up in his neck.
Quirk
The
is
only difference
activated.
is they don't really go down. He stays all kind of pumped up and buffed.
Oh,
and his
nice.
eyes are really glowing. Instead of that dull yellow glow, there's a huge, vibrant pulse in his eyes now. Alrighty.
Good.
Like Super Saiyan.
Hey, at least you've picked a leader. Daleth.
So the big guy that's running away is on the ground with a dire wolf, kind of on him.
Show off. Yeah.
So can I? I mean, shooting into melee, even though he's prone. Can I hit him, or is that too
It still
tough for my
counts as
angle?
shooting into melee. And if you're throwing an axe,
No, it's still my longbow. It's still.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're still shooting. I mean, you can take a shot at him. You are shooting into melee though.
Okay, so I'll factor that in. -4.
But you can shoot at him twice if that's what you want to do.
I'm trying to plug him twice. Yes.
One arrow hits the mark. The other does not.
He's having a real bad day.
Yeah, it's not the best of days for that dude. All right. It is his turn. He uses his action to get up, and then he is going to make a swinging attack at the direboar, which he does not
Yes.
hit. All right, Marigold.
I'm going to just do a light heal on myself while we're not waiting around, but while I'm standing there.
While you're standing there with nothing good to do.
Yep, pretty much. Okay.
What is-
9 points returned to Marigold. Jash.
He is way too far up and being eaten alive by a dire wolf, so I'm just gonna kind of come up to the side of the rock and be like, "Yay! Woo!" Like cheering on the dire wolf as fast as I can.
All right, moral victory. Rush.
Yeah.
Roll your automatic 2d4 for his burn damage for this turn.
Yeah.
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 Woohoo!
All right, so he takes another 4 points of acid damage before you do anything. All right, what do you want to do now?
Hold my action. There's nothing else to attack. The dire wolf is having a meal over there. So.
All right. Dire Wolf's turn.
Continue as previously ascribed.
All right, go, Mr.
Attack
Wolf.
on it?
17. Still just a hit. He gets in there. Barely, but he does.
I guess keeping him pinned down then at that point, so he can't run away.
And damage.
Nice.
All right. Okay. Yeah. With no effort at all, the dire wolf rears its head back. You see it kind of push its legs forward, almost like it's deliberately pinning his shoulders, and then it just dives headlong and grabs him by the throat. You see it just start to rip. You hear some gurgling and what sounds like a dying cow. And moments later, the dire wolf rears its head back up, lets out a loud "oh" to the ceiling, and the last one of these little goat dudes lays dead upon the ground. All
Okay.
right.
I'm gonna stow my bow, pick up my rifle, and begin to reload.
Okay.
Like immediately. And I'm gonna shout, "Send the wolf in like we were going to the boar. Try to get the boar to come out."
Yeah, I'm going to command the wolf to grab the satyr there and drag him into the mouth of the cave.
Okay. All right.
And basically just start tearing chunks out of him there.
Like right at the entrance, like here.
Like right on the inside, yeah, where they were like...
So basically, go in there and eat the satyr, whatever it is.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Tear him up,
Okay.
make a grim display.
He continues to do so for probably a couple of rounds. Shortly after that, however, let's see.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Suddenly, he lets out. You suddenly hear him let out loud, painful yelps as a larger than the one before looking beast man emerges in front of him with a huge two-handed axe, and you just suddenly see it like, and starts hacking into the direwolf, taking another 27 points of damage this turn.
Okay.
Alright, so as it stands
Still
right
alive.
now, the only person that could physically see that would be Rush. Physic, you guys will all hear the wolf in there suddenly and start yelping really loudly. But
I'm just gonna be like, yep, I don't want to get hit with that.
Rush, you can see this huge kind of silhouette of a massive bull-like creature just belting the direwolf. Is the wolf still alive?
Yes.
All right. Does it want to hit back?
Yeah, it's probably going to hit back. Because if it runs away, it's just going to disappear in a couple turns anyway.
19.
That a hit?
Let's see. That's a hit.
Okay.
Is it attempting a trip or?
Yep.
All right, 11 points of damage.
Because that damage was poor. And attempting a trip against this thing might be funny.
Not so. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
This thing ain't having any of it. As it is going to return fire.
A little bit of shaving off the edges here.
An 18 and a 16.
Well, that's dead. Certainly dead.
Oh, whatever that weird thing was. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Hit
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
You see, basically, Rush. You see this thing get eviscerated and then phase out of existence, deceased. Alrighty. With that, it doesn't come forward. What it actually does is just kind of like you hear a very deep guttural, like it's breathing out of its nostrils, and then you hear a, and then it starts out really loud, and then it becomes muffled, like it turns its head to let, like initially it's bellowing towards you guys, and then it turns its head to allow the sounds to travel deep down into the cave. Seeing that, after that happens, Rush, you see it just lower its axe, crouch and look like it's almost staring directly at you, and then it just stands back up straight, casually turns, and you see it walk back down into the cave.
Oh, bastard.
At that
I was afraid it
point,
was
you
going to
then
charge me at
hear
first.
a faint and muffled as it's like echoing through the caves as they're basically making warning sounds, letting everybody know bad things are happening at the Circle K. And that's a really good time for us to take a short break. So we're going to go ahead and do that at this moment, just because it's the perfect time to do so. You now know for sure that there are 4 less than there were, and 1 direboar less than there was. Obviously, as I said right before we cut to break, you heard various different echoing horns as if they're... And each one become more faint until you couldn't hear anything, like they were being resounded from horn to horn throughout the cave network. All right, what do you guys want to do?
Oh God.
So now's when we send in the trees, yeah?
I'm moving back here behind the rock. I don't want to get hit again because I got hurt.
I got a rock.
Do you think
Gonna
it's possible to come out at
Peel
this
out
point?
here behind this rock and just kind of turn to him.
I don't think so. That thing seemed to not want to come out here.
Yeah, they seem aware.
Get out of here, little Gore.
I'm just gonna have my ears to the cave. Do we hear any like rumbling or sense any?
No, it is gone eerily quiet.
We're going to have to go in, aren't we?
Well, Mary, whistling.
What?
I don't want
Eagle!
I'm
Mary,
gonna turn to them and just nod eagle. And I'm gonna start moving forward.
Of course, they want to be on their turf. Where they're more comfortable, where they have the advantage. These
Wouldn't
things are
you,
such raging
unless you were a
assholes.
complete dumbass?
Physic, is this why you use plant growth?
I was kind of hoping, Gore.
Or spike growth or whatever?
Are they buffed up? I'm gonna
One
emerge.
I mean, you can definitely see one of them is twitching pretty well, and every so often you see a little bit of static go.
What about the
yeah.
others?
I'm gonna rally off my other shots because I'm probably not gonna have long enough to hold any charges anyway at this point.
All right, so you want to 1, 2, 3. You want to loose off 4 more blasts of that?
Yep, it'll last some hours, and that's good.
All right. Well, you know what? If you're going to use that, we're going to just go with. We're not going to. Are you rolling?
I mean, I can if you want me to,
No,
but
I
if you
was
just want to go
going to
with
say we'll
force-
go with the original roll. We'll give them all 76 hit points.
Yeah.
So they're all equally buffed up and charged. They're on. They start on 80, and you give every one of them 16 bonus. So they've all got 76 hit points apiece now.
16, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
We're going to be in close quarters. Do we have light source planned or prepared?
I can do that. Did I take that? Shoot, I thought I did.
I have. I'm going to cast light. Well, I'll say first. I could do it. Where would be the best place to cast it? On one of the shamblers, or maybe on something more less noticeable? Would you think it'd be tough and scary if one of them was lit up?
It'd probably be tough and scary, but it would also draw all of the fire to him. I feel kind of bad.
I would too.
I mean, we're going to be right there with them, right? So one of your shield, maybe? Or Jash's? I mean...
I'll do my shield. I'll cast light on my shield.
Okay. Alrighty.
Seeing that, I'm gonna put bark skin on Marigold.
Okay.
Detect whoever was going to be lit up.
Alright. Let's...
So, Marigold, you casting light. So, Bark Skin basically gives you a +3 to your AC, I believe.
It's +4.
No, 4
now.
actually now, isn't it? 4. Yep, total of +4. That'll last for 80 minutes, as will Marigold's light spell last for 80 minutes.
Neat. It's like an indicator.
Let's do it.
Going in, aren't we?
Yeah, the more time we spend out here, the less time we're gonna
Alright,
have with
who
all
or what
this.
is going in first, them or you?
Them.
Well, it'd be kind of rude of us to drag them into a war and then put them in front of us, wouldn't it?
Well,
No.
They're not going to be able to get by us. They're so big.
I mean,
Right.
they can watch...
There is some logic to that.
Well, maybe 3 in front, 2 behind us?
Why any behind us?
Because what if they have some crevice or hole that they can flank us with?
Well, then I'll stay behind us.
All right. I'm just gonna walk
I'm
out.
with Jash. I don't
Alright.
want to be. I don't want to be in between. I want to be able to run if I need to.
I'll guide them from here, and if I have issues, I'll just dive between their legs.
Why
Alright, we're
don't
gonna
both
go down
of the
to
gnomes climb on
entrance
top
here.
of these things and be like, that...
You want me to sit on something that's going to be getting hit?
Oh, here we go.
They're huge, you're small. You're not getting hit. They're going to be hitting the plants below you.
They're also electrified.
A little spark in your butt.
Alright, so
not
inside out,
that
what's the game plan with
kinky.
these shamblers? They're first, second? Tell me.
They're first,
All first?
and physics kind of up there leading them. That's
Oh.
my thinking.
Is Physic up there leading them in front of them?
Like alongside.
Well, it's kind of tough
I can
because these
fit-
guys can barely fit at best 2 abreast.
Yeah.
And
so,
is the ceiling too high? Because maybe physical sit on one of them.
The ceiling's too high for that. They have to hunch a fraction.
Okay.
okay, so one in front, physic behind the one, then all of them behind, and then us, I guess.
All right. Okay. As you all funnel in, before I do what comes next,
Yeah.
go ahead and get all you guys kind of in here. All right. So yeah, as a reminder, this is a dynamic lighting map. So players, please turn off the visual aspect of the stream so you don't see it. Marigold, I'm giving you a 20-foot radius light. Alright, so for the viewers at home, this is kind of sort of what they are seeing. The players themselves cannot see everything, They can only see what they can technically see. Now, as there is a light source, I need to go ahead and increase my gnomes' light ranges.
I get 20-foot bright light and 20-foot dim light.
Yep, I'm working on that for you.
Awesome.
And they get an additional. So if you get that and that, then they will get that. Alright, let me fix yours.
Cookie, calm down. He's gonna rip my blinds down again.
Gotta love it. And then I need to go ahead and do the same for you.
He's a pudgy kitty.
Alright, and if you guys have successfully done that and you're just on chat mode, there's your map. Scroll all the way down to the bottom right-hand corner, players.
Players?
Players! Players! Oh my god.
Alright, so,
Jesus.
chat, bear in mind, they can only see what they can see. So, for example, Marigold sees this. Okay?
Oops.
Fezzik sees this.
Actually, see a
Ow.
let's see a couple of guys.
Alright, so the Shamblers are all in. Ahead of you, you can see what appears to be... there was nothing in the small alcove to your left. That is empty, which is where you were ambushed from before. However, you do see a huge spiked log up ahead that is kind of about 4 foot off the ground with spikes all pointing out of it, blocking your path further down the entryway. The shambling creatures are now in there and standing there and kind of looking at you all like, okay, what do we do now? Because I don't think anybody actually gave them any instructions, like, once we're in the cave... So one of them kind of crouches down next to Fezzik, and you hear...
I'm gonna point the direction the cave opens, like, continues, and then I'm gonna go...
Alright, he looks down, turns back, says... And the march of the Shamblers begins.
I'm gonna run up to the wood thing and cast wood shape on it to turn it into a flat piece of wood.
Alright, okay.
Because that's something I can do.
Alright.
Sweet.
Wait a second.
Did you use it on the totem? Yeah, that's nice. I like it.
Yeah, I was like, I had it the whole. You gotta use it for something.
That'll work. Alright.
Go ahead and populate wood shape really quick and cross it off my list.
Okay. So, yeah, in no time at all, it just goes... It almost melts. As soon as that happens, 3 of these unpleasant little dudes... one comes charging round from the corner to the side. Oh, I just noticed I need to move that down to...
There is
That
now
player.
a flat piece of wood.
It's a plank.
This is Druid strategy.
Druid Strategy 101, right?
Turn it into a plank.
Okay, all right. 3 of them, kind of like a little 4-guard group, come charging forward to meet the oncoming Colossuses. They don't seem frightened. They probably should be. They're pretty dumb if they're not, but at the same time, either that or they are recklessly brave. So we have got those charging forward. We need some initiatives. We're going to go ahead and make one initiative roll now, and roll well, because it's probably going to be what we have for the rest of the show.
Yay!
Come on.
Darth with a
Oh,
19.
man, these are looking good.
Jash is slightly ahead with a 19.
Okay.
Physic, 13. With a Marigold right behind him on a 13. I've just noticed my pen, of course. Now is the perfect time for it to die. Why wouldn't it? I must have a spare pen here somewhere. The pencil that I had has vanished.
I took it.
You probably did, Jane. It was really
So
small
quiet.
and cute, so it's the sort of thing you would have stolen.
Can't deny it. Can't track initiatives. Good going, Jane.
Oh, thank
Right.
you.
I actually don't have to use this because I don't have to use a pen because I could actually just use the initiative tracker. But to hell with that. I have enough to keep up with on the screen as it is. Marigold with a 13, Physic with a 13, and Rush with 11. All right. Who wants to roll for your shamblers?
Hi.
Seeing as they're yours, they have a straight D20 for initiative.
Okay, I'll do it.
Do it.
Do it, Jane.
Do it.
Jane with the
D20.
responsibility.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Never mind.
Uh,
Alrighty. Okay, and that's pretty much the initiative what we're going to go for these. Now let me go ahead and roll.
Great roll.
Initiative for the little goat dudes, as you call them. Alright.
Can we call him that?
I don't know what you call them. They've been called satyrs, goat guys, goat dudes, beasties, goats.
Tumnuses.
Yeah, all
Mr.
kinds of things.
Tumnuses.
Alright, with that being said, technically, Jash, you have the initiative. Not that you can see anything but than a massive wall
Yes,
of
I
green.
don't think there's anything I can do. So, I'm just not gonna do anything. There's
Okay.
nothing I
Just
can
gonna
do at this
stand there
point.
and look. Alright,
There's
Dallas.
nothing I can do.
I'm gonna go prone and see if I can shoot a foot. Can I see through
I'm
the
gonna
wall of feet?
say that would be an incredibly difficult thing because these guys are up there. There's big, huge feet stomping around.
But it's possible.
And there's 5 of them.
But it's possible.
Minus
Sure.
8?
I would say if you're gonna lay flat and just wait for the open as a trained marksman, sure, I will call it. You got 2 rows of melee to get through. I think -8 is fair.
Oh, come on, Shag.
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
You got this.
Mine
Make
Man.
it
is 8.
happen.
Let's do it, baby.
Come on.
Oh my gosh!
Well, it's not a crit.
It's not a crit, but
It is a hit,
it's a 20.
but it doesn't get confirmed. But it is
Natural 20!
Oh, that would have been
So
massive.
yeah, that's actually the first 20 of the night. So if you bet on Shagget, you won GP. Shamaran, Darkside, Neo, and Parking, you got gold courtesy of Shagget. Shagget just bought you a couple of tickets for the prize giveaway coming up.
Good job, dude.
All right, for 14.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, so you hear a loud,
So good.
resounding echo blasting through the cave, which has got a resounded.
Resub.
Jimmy Girl, thank you for the resub. 9 months. How we roll, baby high.
Hey,
Congratulations on your How We
Jimmy
Roll,
girl.
baby. Pants off, hit the high.
What are you gonna
Thank
name it?
Yeah, you have to name your How We Roll baby on the 9th month, so we need to know the name of your baby.
Ah,
Ooh.
Don't tell it to him. He's basically
This bot hates me. Jimmy Garrow, give us a name. Your How We Roll baby's name.
give her some time.
It's a very important decision to come up with a baby
It's
name.
a it's an
I
important
know.
decision. We can't
Give
go
her at
on
least
until
2
we know
minutes.
what your
Come on.
baby's called. Call it Ned 2. It shall be named Winston Pendleton III. There you go.
Alrighty.
I
Alright.
read that differently.
You
Yes,
would
yes.
have. All right, good shot there, Daleth.
It's a big toe, right? It's a little
Yeah, blast
cuticle.
off a toe. Alrighty, it is the goat dude's turn. They are going to start the stabbery. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Get that here. Alrighty. Stab. Stab. And stab. Alright. Your Shamblers have an AC of 20. These guys, actually I forgot to give them +1s for the size modifier. Wouldn't have made a difference. Alright, so let's see. This Shambler right here near Physic. Oh, I forgot Physic is hiding down there.
I'm hiding.
Alrighty. Okay, your first Shambler is down 15 hit points.
Ooh.
Alright. Marigold. No, Physic. Well, technically you already acted, didn't you?
Yeah, I touched the thing and put the wood down.
Turn it there, yeah. So we allowed that to happen early. That's okay. Marigold.
Hold my action. Because, yeah, we can't get through, right?
Okay. Rush.
Can you check BNet for me, Core?
Oh yeah. Oh, only if it's a touch. Only if it's a touch. He can only deliver touch effects.
It is considered. What do I roll for it? I don't roll for it, do I?
No. Hold on, and I will tell you. Let's see. Let me pull up the. Sorry.
No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, the
I don't
component
think
is
it
only
does.
verbal.
Yeah. But I'll look. Look at the range. If the range says touch, it can do it.
No, it's not touch.
Yeah, didn't think so. But
So
a
it's only
thought.
touch.
He can only
Okay.
deliver touch effects, yeah. He basically, you cast the spell, and he can go touch someone to deliver it.
Okay, well, I'll put a Shocking Grasp on Jerusha and
Okay.
set her on the ground.
All right, let me go ahead and get Jerusha out then, because
He's
probably going to need the weasel.
Unleash the weasel.
Unleash the weasel.
There you go. There's your weasel.
I'm
you
sorry, Jay.
You have access to the weasel, right? Can you control Jerusha?
I gotta find her first. Hold
Right
on.
behind you.
Oh, there you are.
Find the weasel.
I do not.
Let me fix that then. Edit. Should be able to. It says you can. Can be controlled by Dragon Spooker. Can you click on it?
I'm clicking on her, but it's not letting me touch her. I can touch Marigold and Physic.
Well, let me see why not. Because let me go ahead and take it off and put it back on. Maybe it's glitched. What about now?
Let me refresh.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the icon.
Yeah.
The icon I've already checked. That's what I did.
Down here.
And Marigold I need to
Nope. I can't touch Physic now. I can still
No,
touch
I-
Marigold, but no
you won't-
Jerusha.
You won't be able to touch Marigold now either because I was disabling that. But Jerusha is set with. Let me check here. I see what you're saying. Hang on. Let me try this. Let me click Jerusha. Remove the token. Use selected token. Change it to. I know I see what's going on. Hold on. Let's change that. There's Jerusha. Save changes. Alright, try now.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, good deal. All right, problem solved. You can now. Oh, I just moved him. Sorry, that was me. There we go. Clockwork Weasel. That's what we were looking at.
Now I can't touch her. I could have sucked her, but I
God.
can't.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Let me check and make sure it didn't undo itself. Yeah, somehow it undid what I just did.
Okay, now I got her.
Okay. Alright. Oh, I know why, because I accidentally did a Control-Z and that basically undid a step, so it undid the step that I had. Okay, cool. Alright,
Let me put her in front of me so I can see her.
Alright. Okay. Right, so yeah, rush. So you put Jerusha down out of the bag onto the ground and cast
Shocking Grasp.
Shocking Grasp into Jerusha. Alrighty. Shambler's turn! Alright, so you got 2 Shamblers up front. I am not rolling for your Shamblers. You guys are going to do it. They can make 2 slam attacks, plus 11 to hit each. And so they're basically 2 attacks, plus 11 to hit, and they do 2d6 plus 5 damage.
Okay.
If they hit with both, they can mess around with grapple and do an additional 2d6 plus 7. But in pure unadulterated smash mode, these guys are probably just going to tear through things. Smash, smash, smash. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. So yeah. I don't know if you want to pick a Shambler each to control or
Sure.
whatever, but all I care about is not taking forever to make the dice rolls. So
Alright.
let's just say we'll go down. We'll go across the board, and you guys can control, and we'll alternate who rolls. Okay, Jane, you're up first, so you're going to roll for these 2 first.
Okay. 1d20 plus 11. Whew.
All right, first one missed. Second one hits. Okay, so this Shambler belts the one at the top. Roll for the second Shambler. Let's get the attack rolls first.
Okay.
Oh, potential crit for the Shambler.
Here's the crit rolls.
There we go.
And it is a crit.
Nice.
All right, so
Second
that's
hit.
pretty good. So the first hit, the first Shambler is going to do 2d6 plus 5. The second one is going to do 4d6 plus 5.
Here's the first one.
All right, 16 points of damage to the one at the top.
Wow.
And the one on the bottom.
He's
and
dead.
let's see, 22.
And he has one more attack.
And he's
doesn't
still got an attack
Yeah,
to
he's still
come.
got an attack.
Go Shamblers!
Okay.
But that is a miss.
For 3.
All right, obviously the other 3 Shamblers cannot get in there at this point, so that is all there is to it. Okay, Jash, same as above, I guess.
Yeah, I still can't do anything. I'm gonna so I can't really see. I'm just gonna come around this corner and just like turn around it really quick to make sure there's no one like hiding back here and there's just bones. So
Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Daleth, reload.
I'm spending my turn reloading my rifle
Okay.
while
Physic.
still prone.
You just die, Jane.
Funny, there's just bones.
That's just bones. So.
I mean,
All right, Physic.
Which Shambler took the damage? Is it the one,
The one
next to
right
me?
next to you.
Okay, I'm going to drop a Cure Light on that one.
Okay.
Oh, I need to select Fizzy here. There we go. And it was
Hit
okay.
for 9.
It was okay.
Okay. Alrighty.
Can I squish behind him?
You can. You can fit between his legs.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way
Pretty
to
big.
the
Okay.
anyway.
Marigold. Anything?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna have see if Josh can come up next to me so I can talk to him about the plan on buffing him, but that's it.
Okay. So you're gonna say like, Jash, come on.
Give me the Josh!
Okay. Alrighty, Rush.
Alright, I'm not doing anything, but I'm sending Jerusha forward.
Okay. Show me where you want Jerusha. Being so small, Jerusha can easily skirt along the crevices in the wall and avoid not being stamped on by a shambler.
Which one of these guys has taken the most damage up here?
The dude at the bottom.
Alright, so these two are still pretty well off?
They're alright, yeah.
Alright, so she's gonna make for the one that's directly in front of us, I guess.
Okay. Alright. So Jerusha sneaks along the wall to get over to that guy. Go ahead and move her in position.
And she should be able to get there but not attack, right?
What is her movement? 20?
20 feet.
So from where she was in front of you, yes. She can get there but not make an attack yet.
Alright, so she's gonna, like, kind of press up to the wall.
And, like, just crouch down low, ready and poised.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Then we will be... Oh, I forgot to roll for them, didn't I? I just skipped right over them. Alright. Not that you probably care. But
Doesn't matter.
Let's make attack rolls for these guys. Uh-oh, that's a 1. That's a hit.
And a 1.
That, and let's see how bad that fumble was. For the first one. Loses his next attack this round, moves down 1 place initiative order, doesn't really do a whole lot in this. One of them, so the middle one hits. He will do... Alright, lunging forward with his spear. For 9 points of damage to the topmost shambler. Alright. Then we've moved down, so now it is the shambler's turn.
Who's next?
And just for me to keep track of it on these, I don't usually use these because I find them just annoying. But I'm going to put notes in those for myself right now. Just so that I can help me keep track of where we're at on those. Okay. So, Physic, you have the control of the 2 shamblers this turn.
Okay, so top guy, here come his 2 attacks.
That's a solid resounding hit. And so
Nice.
is that.
Satchel's forever now.
Bottom guy's 2 attacks.
Yep.
Jeez.
And yes, okay,
Oh,
so
man.
they both land 46 plus 10 blows. The top shambler belting the top one.
Comes. Oh, wait, nope.
Let's get a /R in there.
yeah, let's roll
Alrighty.
this.
For 25.
Yay.
Alright, the shambler raises its 2 huge, massive arms. Crash, crash. Clubbing the topmost one into oblivion. He is dead. Alright, the bottommost one.
Dude.
Damage in there. Hey, that
With
boy.
him taking that on top of what he has taken as well, he is also smushed. Okay.
Smush!
Texas.
Dallas.
Smush.
Doing anything?
I'm not going to shoot this turn.
Okay. Dallas? Standing there
Oh.
looking pretty?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Pretty much.
Jash, what about you?
Still nothing I can do, so
Okay.
I'm still just gonna hang out.
Fezzik?
Yeah, no, I can't really do much there at this point. Except
Okay.
maybe snap my fingers at one.
Then
my-
Rush and Jerusha.
Alright,
So the
Jerusha's sick goat man.
Okay, so Jerusha wants to get the guy in the middle?
Yep.
Alright.
Rawr.
Touch attack. Don't forget, she can still do her, if she hits, she's doing her 1, plus the shocking grasp damage, and she still has the choice of delivering her 1d3 shock charge.
Nice.
That's a bite.
Nice.
So it does 1 point of damage automatically, plus shocking grasp.
Get a weasel. Weasel stuff.
Weasel stuff. Your favorite.
Weasel time.
weasel.
All right,
Much better.
Further 19. And do you want to deliver the extra D3 or no? Because that's all going to happen at the same time, so you kind of need to know either yes or do or you don't before I tell you whether he gets to live or die.
Plus
Yay!
It's all like released at exactly the same time, so.
So yeah, he did.
Plus, okay, additional +1.
Yeah, plus the
All
1.
right. The weasel just felled the third.
Hey!
Good
Nice.
job. Come back, baby.
Alrighty. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Yep. So you can call Drusha back. Those three are smushed. Because you've told them nothing different. The
Good.
Shamblers will begin to march onwards.
I'll follow suit.
Okay. Move yourself up if you wish.
Oh jeez. A split in the road. This wasn't anticipated.
All right. Yep. Everybody, move yourselves along to your current positions. Alrighty.
Oh, Shaggy, don't step on my weasel.
I'm sorry. I won't.
It must be weasels. All right. Okay. So yeah, there's a split here. What do you want to do?
I continue to press forward.
Take the bigger
Yes,
path.
Yeah.
All right. You want him to carry on marching?
Oh god.
So the
All
attack.
right.
That's my buddy. That's my pal.
All right. Okay. So yeah, you have reached an area now that seems to be defended. There are fence lines put up. There are more of those large spike barricades. I can't move anything up until all of you are moved up. So there you go. All right. And at this point, I'm going to zoom out a little bit further so that I can give chat a better view of what's ahead. All right. And just because we can, let's have a quick look and see for chat things from a physic perspective. So physic, basically you can see a couple of wooden barricades up ahead of you. There is a lit fire pit somewhere between those two barricades as well. In fact, probably several of you can see that lit fire.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright.
Absolutely.
Alrighty.
I wouldn't know what else to tell the Shamblers, and honestly, the faster we can rush this, the better off you'll probably be, so...
Okay,
Just gonna
well,
follow along.
they are going to continue to work their way, seeing as you haven't smushed stuff. They will begin to single file move their way through. Alright, as one of the Shamblers gets to the wooden barricade, from behind the wooden barricade, one of those little beastie dudes suddenly comes leaping out and takes a huge swipe with a huge big axe in his hands. He does not, however, hit the mark.
Attack.
Kill him.
Alright, okay. So that would have been there, and it would have been his surprise attack. Let's see. Technically, I don't know that there's anything any of you can do regarding seeing him, but does anybody wish to act? Same initiative order? Jash, Daleth, Physic, Marigold, Rush?
I just have my eyes to the little bit I can see in this direction to see if anything comes from this way.
Okay.
And you said that these barricades are not that high, like I could shoot theoretically over them?
Yeah,
As
they're
spikes.
about, like, probably a total of 4 feet off the ground.
Okay, so if
so I
I'm
can't
fine.
see him.
Well, they're not solid. They're kind of like
Okay.
crisscross wood like this, so you can kind of see through them. Yeah.
I'd
Now,
probably be
these
going-
barricades here and here are solid. But then if you actually look, you can't see through those anyway, because the dynamic lighting is set to block view from there.
Got it. Okay.
So I'm gonna back up and kind of bump into Marigold and
So
say,
you want me next to you? What do you want?
I'm just getting ready to buff you once the time's right. Not yet. Not yet.
Why not now?
Because there's nothing for you to hit right now.
But I need it.
Settle down.
I need
Calm
it.
yourself.
It's like a married couple going on.
I'd like to cast dancing lights in this room just to get.
Okay,
more,
where do you want the dancing lights?
just for now, kind of out in front of me. Splay them out.
Okay, hold on.
Be 10 feet apart, right? So
Yep.
just
Let me
like
get you
basically
a-
one in each of the spots in front of
Let
me.
me get you a glowing orb
But,
and
Copy.
set it up. Oh, you know what? I don't like that one. I don't like that one.
None of us do, Gar.
I prefer something that looks a little more, that's more glowy. Alright, so we go ahead and set this up, and what's the light radius on a dancing light? Is it 30? Or no, it's only 10, isn't it?
That's the distance they can be from me.
Let's see. Cast a metal light up to which 4 glowing spheres, which look like will-o'-the-wisps. Lanterns or torches, okay.
It's about 20.
Yeah. And then I'll set these up. All players see light. Okay, and how many do you have?
I think it's 4.
There you go. Have
Just
4
shoot them out
glowing
in front of
balls.
me.
Alright, where do you want them?
This way. In like a line. A light line.
Alright.
Just kind of light that dark area up.
And they have to stay within 10 feet of each other.
Yep. They can move about 100 feet a turn, so yeah, that's
That
perfect.
work?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. Dancing lights come in the area. Alrighty. So yeah, surprise attack on him. If you guys have done that, you've had your little tiff. Shambler. Only one can act. Spook. It is your Shambler. D20 plus 11 twice. Get in there. That's a hit. And so is
Hey.
that. 46
Nice.
plus 10 damage.
It's a good thing we found these shamblers, guys.
Hey, they are your shock troops right now.
nice roll.
Nice.
God.
Holy crap, 3 6s in there? 29 damage. That's a solid
Wow.
smash for that dude. Alright, back to the top, Jash. Sorry for the squeaks.
Yelling
My
at
chair.
me.
Yeah, I would. I'd just stay next to her, and be like,
Oh, just hurry up and give it to me.
Calm down. Not yet. Not yet.
What do you mean, calm down? We're in a cave with a bunch of junks everywhere. Calm down.
The picture in my head was not this at all. It was just
Not the
you
goat.
two in a cave. It opens up with some light, and there's just goats all around you, but like in a cartoon styling, and it's just priceless.
Just do it!
Alright,
I'm just hanging until
Okay.
she gives me a buff, which she said she was
Dallas.
going to do, and now she isn't.
I'm gonna say, Physic, can you get them to like overturn these barricades so we can get more freedom of movement?
We didn't come up with a whistle for that one.
yeah, don't forget you can't actually give them any commands right now, other than all they
Maybe
know
if we
is to
start doing
proceed
it, they'll
forward and
start
smash
helping.
anything that gets in the way.
Until they hear the retreat whistle.
I don't know, guys. Any of these in this Google's image search would be terrifying to me to be surrounded by them.
So I'm actually gonna attack the one right next to me.
Tap.
Oh,
Yeah,
as in
like,
the
I'll get
huge
his attention.
Shambler?
What are you gonna pull on his root a little bit to get his attention?
Yeah, so the looming dude is just like turns to
Be like,
glance down at you.
I'm gonna point at the barricade, and I'm gonna go like this.
Okay. With that, yeah, he reaches over, grabs the barricade, and like hurls it to the side.
Nice.
And then he shrugs and stands there.
I'm just gonna be like this. Give a little
All
thumbs
right.
up.
Okay, it's Jash and Daleth. Okay, so it's these guys' turn.
Oh,
So you noticed another one has basically came running out from behind.
they're deaths.
Hang on, what am I doing here? Why is that not working? Why are you not working? Stop. Work. There we go. Okay.
I just yell at it till it does.
Alright, so yeah, there's a second one comes flying around the corner. This one has 2 weapons. Alright, the first one swipes at the Shambler, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get the sizes in. The size thing, probably. Oh, that was so close. That misses. The second one.
Oh, that scared me.
That's a hit. And his offhand attack is not a hit. Okay. 1 blow against the same Shambler. And that was the smaller guy, so it is still a d6 plus. Alrighty. 7 points for your Shambler. Okie dokie. Physic, you wish to do anything?
I still have a couple charges of lightning here. So I'm gonna snap my fingers at the one who's been attacked now.
Well, you got a barricade and a Shambler. I don't think you got a clear line. Oh, you mean the one that's being hit?
Yeah.
Let's see. Can you stack them? Because he's still.
No, not the Shambler. I mean, like, if I have to move to get a clear view, I'll
Well,
get
what I'm
close.
saying is the Shambler is pretty much filling the whole gap, and then these 2 barricades are higher than you are. They're like 8-foot tall barricades. So, I mean, I guess you could reach down underneath the Shambler if you get like right here and blast.
Yeah, because I just have to have a line of sight.
Yeah.
I can call it down. So
Yeah,
that's what I'd be doing.
that'll work. Okay, go for it.
Right.
Which one you
So-
hitting? The topmost one or the one directly in front of you?
The topmost one with the X.
Okay. Yeah, he has been. His world was rocked by that Shambler a second ago.
Yeah. But he's also an axe swing per turn. I'm just going to bring it back up so I can see what the damage was, because it's gone. 3d6.
3d6 damage, yeah.
There they are.
All right. Yep. So the blast. That will be a. And which spell is this you're casting?
Call lightning.
Call lightning. All right, which is basically that and that. Okay.
Lightning bolt.
This guy right here. Descending light comes down, shucks the shit out of the guy. And he is destroyed, deceased, no longer living. Alright, here, buddy. Have a skull. Okay, yep, killed that one. Marigold or Rush?
I'll probably just be moving up slowly.
Okay.
Poor Jash.
Rush?
Not really doing anything. Just kind of relaxing back here. Letting the Shamblers do their thing.
Your video quality keeps dropping? Yeah, I don't know. It's not on our end, I don't think, dude. Okay, in that case, it is the Shamblers again. Or Shambler. As controlled by Shagget this turn.
Come
Hey-oh.
on, Shagget.
Here we go.
Give him a hard time. No, not the Shambler.
That's a hit, and that is a hit.
Nice.
Oh,
Wow, okay.
it was all part of the plan. Damn.
And he is crushed where he
gone.
stands. Pounded
That's
into
it,
the
that's
ground.
roll.
From max damage. What the heck?
All right, okay. With that, you see the Shambler step over the huge bodies and proceeds forward.
Okay.
Onward, plant men.
Onward, Shambler
Onward,
soldiers.
Johnson Shamblers.
Oh,
All right, okay.
Can I bring my lights forward, please?
Yep. Where do you want them?
Well, this area is lit. Is that up in front of us? Does that look kind of like a? What does that look like?
Well, let me see what you can see, and then I'll tell you. I can't actually see you.
Oh, I'm like crushed by a shambler right now.
Oh, okay. Is
for
that you?
Yeah.
No, that's not you. What have I got here? I got a dead beast, man. Hold on.
Right.
There you are. Okay, it looks like there is a open water in that direction, like open actual water source,
Okay.
and you guys can probably hear the sound of running water as well. Okay. So where do you want your lights? Your dancing lights?
To the north there. past that
if you're
barrier.
moving up, can you do so, please, Rush, with your two dudes?
So like there's about just to eliminate this side because
All right. Okay. Where do you want the others?
I'm floating 10 feet apart from it.
In what direction?
in the forward direction there.
Well, like going this way.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, then you will definitely see these guys as they come charging out of the dark.
To your right, Shambler men.
Good direction.
To your right, Stamberman. Oh.
Was it funny?
I don't know.
All right. Okay.
I'm just trying to imagine
Oh
Marinol
my
as
god,
like
we
an
were
actual
right.
war.
Guys, we were actually right. What the heck?
Oh my goodness!
What were you talking about? What do you mean you're right? Oh
Nothing.
yeah, looming
my
up
God.
there in the dark.
Son of a bitch.
Oh wow!
Oh no.
Is a horrid, nasty-looking thing. You do recognize it. It was the nasty creature that was molesting the dead orcs before. It is big, it is nasty, it is grotesque, and potentially, as well you know, has the ability to bring everything dead back to the land of the undead.
We should have killed it. God damn it.
Not a pleasant circumstance and not a pleasant thing, but you know what? That is a hell of a great spot to call it for tonight. There's your
You can't let it touch
cliffhanger.
the shamblers.
So there we go.
Yeah, we're about to call full retreat. Or
All
something.
because it
Oh my
said,
God.
"Why are you attacking me?" And we were like, "Oh, you're friendly."
Well met. I'm Gorbad, the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, as well as the author of thedmsblog.com, where you can find lots of fun and interesting articles for both Dungeon Masters and players alike. If you'd like to keep up with the show, follow us on Twitter at How We Roll. Check out our website, www.howweroll.com, and for our past campaigns and for some fun bonus content, follow us on YouTube at, you've guessed it, How We Roll. We hope to see you all again real soon. Cheers, guys.
Oh, hey, it's me, Satchmo. I play Physic here on How We Roll. Like, I got 2 more of these to take care of, so I'm gonna cut it short. But if you want to follow me anywhere, say Twitch or Twitter, it's just Satchmo, and Satchmo just about everywhere. I'm glad you joined us tonight. I hope you come back again sometime. It stinks.
Hey everybody, Shagget here. I play a character on How We Roll. I'm not going to tell you who I play because if they die, I'm going to have to redo it. I've already done it once, never again. Follow me on Twitter at aneb_convos, and I'll see you guys on How We Roll.
And that's how air works. What a good story. And I also hope you enjoyed today's story on How We Roll. I'm Jane and I played. If you want to follow me on social media, I do have a Twitter and it is Jane on Twitch with a 0, not an O. That's all I have to say, so peace suckers,
For
bye!
Roll the clip.
Hello everyone, I play Jash Windstriker, a level 5 human fighter, and I really like playing him because he does really cool stuff all the time. And there you have it. You guys can follow me on Twitter at MattySweetTweet, and thank you so much for watching every Monday and Thursday. You guys are the best. I'm having a fantastic time on How We Roll so far, even though my character first ever got killed off. No big deal. No problem. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, I am the Dragon Spooker, and for you and How We Roll this time, I'm playing Rush Brinkery, the Nomian engineering sorcerer. If you don't get enough with me on the show, then you can follow me on Twitter at Dragon Spooker. You can also check out my channel, which I should be streaming more in here in the future with my new rig this year, at twitch.tv/thedragonspooker. I'll see you next episode.